everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is the first time that you're joining me on one of my videos. Today I'm just going to do a flip through of Oracles of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Becket-Griffith, just to show you the cards. If you've seen any of my other videos or some of my other videos, you'll see that I'm developing a little bit of a soft spot for these two when they get together and create these oracle decks. I had the Alice Oracle, which I love, I just love, and this is my second one. I also have on my wish list at the moment the Shapeshifter one and the Fairy Tale Oracle, because I just love these girls with the big heads and the doleful eyes. There's something about that artwork that I really, really love. So if there are any other decks, they don't have to be by these two, but if there are any decks by these two that I'm missing, or any decks that are like this sort of style that you think that I would love, please drop me a comment below and I will go and check it out and add it to my wish list. Because I've just really started looking at oracle decks and I'm really loving some of this artwork, and I really do want to build on my collection over time. So the Oracle of Shadows and Light, anyway, to get to the point, is I love this. I particularly love this one because it's taken things that we normally associate with good and girly and cute, you know, mermaids and fairies and things, and kind of put that little dark twist on them. And that's something, again, that just really appeals to my personal taste. I love horror, I love girly, unicorny, fairy things, and I think when you can do a mashup of both of those things and do it well, that's something that really, really appeals to me. So this deck was a winner in that respect for me anyway. This particular box, this particular print is by Simon & Schuster, I believe. I think that's how you say it. There is also a Blue Angel print of this, which I think was possibly in Australia only, I don't know. And it's a different colour box. The box is brown and it has one of the different cards on the front. But it's, other than that, I imagine they're the same. They've got the same two-part box, which I love. I did have a bit of a nightmare getting it open the first time I got it, because it was really tight and it was almost like I had to break the seal, kind of. But now that I've had it open, it's fine. This one actually has the card size slot to hold the cards in, which is great because it means they don't shake about in the box everywhere. And it's, you know, it's a pretty standard oracle box. So it says on the back, wisdom for misfits, mystics, seekers and wanderers. No more shall the strangelings hide in the shadows. Welcome to their mysterious world of magic and beauty, where dreams are stranger than reality, but oh so likely to come true when you awaken your own power. Within the Oracle of Shadows and Light, be greeted by grumpy fairies, sassy witches, cheeky ghosts and brazen beings. Quirky, haunting and shadowy sweet, these tell-it-like-it-is magical messengers act as your unsettling yet irresistible guide to the diverging paths before you. Discover answers to all your questions, big or small. Develop your inner strength, intuition, and find happiness and belief in the unique and amazing individual you are. And it says there are 45 cards and a 160-page guidebook. Look at that picture. Love it. So the guidebook, as I say, is 160 pages. You always get a good sized guidebook with oracle cards, which I really like as well. And you've got the introduction, which is quite a big introduction. If you see, it goes from page 9 to page 43, so it's actually quite a big introduction. You've got what is probably the main introduction. A bit about welcome to the world and beings of shadows and light, who said strange was bad. And then you've got quite a lot about the beauty of the shadows, what lurks in the shadows, why living in the light is not always good, where they're coming from. And then you're going to go into the how to work with it. So you've got quite a bit about how to work with it, how to conduct a reading, sample spreads. And then then some FAQs basically at the back. Looping cards, can I read for others? How often to read for yourself? And then you go into the card meanings. I love this card. I know which card this is, but I really like it. And then in each card meaning, you get, the cards are numbered, which is great. Always makes them so much easier to find. You get a thumbnail, the name of the card, and a message, which is the same message that appears on the bottom of the card. A bit about the character on the card. The character speaks, basically. So this one, the Eclipse Mermaid, you've got the Eclipse Mermaid speaks. And then a divination message. And you've got that for every single one. So when you have like the character speaks, you have, for example, the Mildew Fairy, who I like. And, you know, it starts off, it always shocks me when people think something shouldn't be there, like me. I grow naturally where it's warm and wet, and I love to show you what you may need to take care of. I can do wonderful things. I can be medicine and I can be a parasite too. But all the time I'm showing you what is going on, what you need to change, and whether the conditions are a little too steamy for you. So, and it goes on like that. So I quite like that. I quite like that little voice of the character in there. I think it's, well, sometimes when you have that little voice of the character, it almost helps you connect with the card more. So, as for the cards themselves, which I will zoom in on actually, I think will make that easier, better. You've got pretty good cardstock, as always. I think Oracle cardstock is always pretty good. It's sturdy, but it's bendy, which I like. The backs are not my favourite. They're not my favourite backs, but I mean, like, who buys our cards for the backs, right? Maybe some people do. Maybe you do. If you do, no judgment here. I just personally, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not fussed about the backs. I like pretty backs, but if they're not pretty, it doesn't matter. I'm more interested in what's on the front, and I love the front of these cards. They're not, I mean, if you wanted to use these as reversals, I suppose you could. There's nothing about reversals in the box, and of course, if you reverse them, you will know they are reversed before you turn them over. Some people like that. Some people like the back to be designed in such a way that they can see when a card is reversed, and some people don't. So again, that's just, if you use reversals, it's just whether or not that's your personal preference. So we've got, each card has the number at the top. It's set in what is like, appears to be this beautiful, old, rusty frame, which I love. I love this border. I love that the border is just, it's part of the whole style. I really like that. And then you've got the picture of the particular being, the particular creature, the title, and then underneath you've got the message. So here you've got count your blessings for the ghost of the pumpkin patch. So now I'm just going to give you a quick flip through of the cards. I'm probably not going to have much more to say at this point. I just wanted you to see the cards and see what you think. They're just stunning, aren't they just stunning? That's really difficult. Sorry. I'm going to move them this way. I like this. I like Poe. I love, like, I like Edgar Allan Poe anyway. I am a fan of Gothic horror. And I just love the whole steampunk element to this card as well. And again, you've got the you know, the beautiful doe-eyed girls. There's so many cards in here that I love. I love this one. I adore this one. There's a couple of witchy ones in here, and, you know, I love them so much. Like, just look how pissed off she looks. Like, genuinely. Look how pissed off she looks. Very scary, but also very, very sad. There you go, there's the mildew fairy. She looks very punk rocker. She does look bored, right? The Violet Duchess is, I hope you can see that, but it says stifled, bored and stuck. And my God, does she look bored? So not all the creatures are dark, as you can see. Like, this one isn't a particularly dark creature. A dark image, but then I guess that's, you know, it's creatures of shadow and light, so there are some light characters in there. I think this might be the picture that is on the front of the Blue Angel box. I just have the whole, like, angry goth theme that kind of runs through this as well. The Sewer Mermaid. That's just inspired. That's the picture that I like from the back of the box. The three fates. Like, one looks sad, one looks, you know, like this one just looks really sad. This one I just think looks like your stereotypical bitchy popular girl that you kind of get in films. It's that kind of you can't sit with us kind of face. And this one looks like she wants to rip your head off. Oh, so cute. Cute but strange. Love is strange. That is true. Love is very strange. I apologise if you can hear my neighbours. They're quite loud. Are the two little witches? Or maybe this is the front of the Blue Angel box. I can't remember. I like this one though. Oh, sorry. Oh, now I'm throwing the cards away. No. Now cuddling a little broken heart. What do those plants sing? I'm such a sucker for a musical and I love Little Shop of Horrors. That was a really, really random sidebar there. I quite like the way their hair is done to look like it looks like she's wearing a hood almost. and it takes you a couple of seconds to realise that it's actually her hair. Like, she's nice and pretty and calm and definitely of the light, isn't she? Fairy of the Green World. I like her. I like the last couple of cards. And this is possibly my favourite because she's cute, she's a witch, she's green, which I like. She's just so cool. This is probably at the moment my favourite card. An important end and a new beginning. So I am very, very happy with this deck. I cannot wait to start working with it, which I will probably be doing from next month. As I say, if you're looking at this style of artwork, which I love, or these cards, and thinking, oh my god, this reminds me of, she would totally love that deck, please do leave me a comment below, because I'm always on the lookout for more things to add to my wish list. I am on a depth year, so I can't buy too much this year, because I am on a low buy, but I do have a wish list that I can add them to, which, you know, I'm quite happy to add things on if they sing to me in that way. Thanks very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, lots of love. Bye bye.